everybody time to get up. We have a lot of things to do today. Naya has to be to work at 4. We have a lot of things that we have to get done before then. Oh my god. Why did we choose that alarm? Why do you have to be loud with it? We already know what you're going to accomplish today. Good morning. Morning. Hey, did y'all see that funny TikTok that I was watching yesterday? It is so funny. You should watch it again too. You know what we should do? Do you remember that article about the second season of One Piece that we were talking about reading? We should read that today. You're absolutely right now. Because also we have a lot of stuff to do today, and so we probably shouldn't read the article right now because we haven't even cleaned our room yet, and we should probably do that because it's looking a little messy, not as messy as it usually is. All these messy yesterday. We haven't even had breakfast yet, and we didn't get a lot of groceries for breakfast, so I'm not even sure what we're going to eat for breakfast. But also, Moji usually gets right now, and she usually doesn't get breakfast, so we should ask her what she can eat for breakfast, and then give us a good idea. I feel like I'm trying something. Do you have anything to do with that band-aid that we threw away yesterday? Because I thought it was... Shut up! I mean, please stop. Girls, we're not doing any of that. She hasn't even prayed yet. Hey, good morning, girls. Nope. Fine, Why hasn't she prayed? She finished using the bathroom like 2 minutes ago. What is up with her? Didn't we get good sleep last night? Doesn't she have on her favorite pajamas from Moti? Yeah, and didn't she brainstorm all of those video ideas that she could do this month? Because I know me and Vanessa were working on the dance idea that she had for Black Man in a White World. And it had this really cool move in it, right? Where you like flip over, like, here, I'll just show you. Where you like move and you flip over, but you put your feet up like this. And then obviously we gotta get up a little bit quicker than that. But then you like flip your arm like that. And you have to, I mean, we're not 7 anymore, but there's this like back bend thing that we have to do. Oh my gosh. Wait, say that part one more time. And didn't we brainstorm a whole bunch of ideas about the video ideas that we could do for this month? Not your whole script. You said you were working with Vanessa. Me and Vanessa were working on the dance. I can show you it again if you want to see. No, you don't have to show me. You can go back to watching One Piece if you'd like. Okay.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
What happened to her? She looks like she's in a glass box of emotion.
Really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Please tell me she did not get that from her pocket. Where is Vanessa? Did anybody see her when we came in? No. You woke us all up without making sure that all of us were actually here. She's clearly functioning without all of us present, so I could have slept in. Now, I don't need you to be snarky. Naya's already clearly going through enough. Can you just watch her while I go and get Vanessa? Fine, I'll watch her, since apparently I have to do your job now. Not because you couldn't do your own. If she cries, I'm out. Vanessa, what are you doing? The alarm went off like 30 minutes ago. Oh, you know, I'm just contemplating a life in which we're never loved by anyone other than our friends and family. You know, I taught her that one. What? What happened? Where's this all coming from? Ask Wanda, she knows. What did you do? Nothing? Well, all we did was watch some videos last night. Wanda, what did you do? Fine, if you want the whole story. So, me and my girl was hanging out last night watching some cute TikToks. She was looking for some with dance videos because her and Sky were working on that dance video that y'all were talking about earlier, right? And so I put in the hashtag, like the dancers or whatever, and we were scrolling through some dance videos. Most of them were complicated, stuff that I don't think either of them could do, but that's just me. It was getting late, and we were still scrolling. She ended up seeing one where some couples were dancing, and it was really cute. The vibe was great. She liked that one and was like, hey, let's watch some more. So I put in the hashtag couples dancing, and we were scrolling through those. And it was like super late, like almost midnight, and it was giving sleepover. I didn't want to sleep over, and so I gave her the phone and just let her keep scrolling like she was gonna do, and went to bed because I had to wake up for a YouTube premiere that I was waiting for. When I got up to watch the YouTube premiere and get some water and stuff like that, she was still scrolling. Vicky was still in the closet when I checked, so I knew it wasn't corn. So then I just left her alone and went back to doing what I was doing. But now I'm being accused of stuff. You see this? So you showed her videos of couples dancing together. Yep, I just helped her watch videos like a good friend. And you left her alone to watch videos like that, and probably other TikToks of couples as well, right? The day before Valentine's Day? Yeah, on the day before Valentine's. Ooh. Hey, don't come for me. I was just being a good friend. I wasn't thinking like that. If you want, I can give a really good apology video to her. Watch. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for all the people that I hurt and for how I hurt everybody. I have major trauma and I should not have dumped it on you. Maybe. I mean, honestly, I wasn't even trying. I wasn't even thinking about how it could make you feel. See? Excellent performance. Don't need to hear it. Don't need to hear it. How many of those videos did you watch?
Oh, how many did I watch? Like 5 million?
That's definitely an over-exaggeration. Even if I am over-exaggerating and I watched 500, that means 500 people have had a husband or a boyfriend or spend time with their friends outside of church and they enjoy each other's company. Is that such a bad thing to want? The couples dancing. They were also meeting each other's parents and sharing Valentine's Day gifts and meeting each other's siblings and going to the movies and spending time with each other and painting and rock climbing and hiking, which I know Naya doesn't even like to do, but she learned to love it eventually. We're just always alone. We're always alone. And yes, sometimes we get to hang out with Muti, but she's like the only person that ever really hangs out with us by choice. She's not wrong. Naya really doesn't have a lot of friends, but we knew that already. Why the drama all of a sudden? It's a little sad and a little lonely on Valentine's Day of all things, you know? I know I'm the only girly and optimistic one here, but Naya is going to get married at some point, right? You can be as encouraging as you want, but I've seen all of your faces. I mean, of course, girl. I mean, all of her favorite Christian celebrities and regular celebrities that were single for a long time, they ended up with somebody. I mean, think about all of the TV shows and movies and that were on all the different channels and everything like that had a plot where the awkward guy or girl ends up getting a relationship where they are loved and appreciated for exactly who they are. It could happen for Naya, I'm sure. Because I mean, statistically, with all those movies and TV shows, it's bound to happen at some point, right? That's a whole different thing. But I mean, she could end up with somebody, right? Maybe even sooner than later. Now, hold on. I mean, unless Naya dies sooner than later, then she wouldn't be able to be in a relationship with anyone. Shut up. And YouTube is now really the time to sugarcoat things. Because from what I'm hearing, every single Valentine's Day, every Christmas, every time that we see anyone even remotely our age or anybody that's close to us get a significant other, this happens all the time. This happens every time. It is exhausting trying to keep your hopes sky high, Nessa. But here's the truth. Having a boyfriend or husband, having family and stuff is not even a requirement for Valentine's Day. As much as you can hope, think about it. The fact that she's still uncomfortable with having a significant other, do you really think that would be the best thing for her right now? And don't even get me started on the statistics of if it doesn't work out and how that would affect Naya. Now, of course, God can do whatever he likes, and he can make somebody come into Naya's life if you would like to, if that's what's best for her right now. But honestly, right now she's doing fine on her own. She is becoming more independent and sure of herself and more confident. And bringing somebody else into the picture right now could shake that up. She's not even looking for a relationship right now, and you are making her miserable over something that she's not even wanting all the time. And she looks pathetic. You are forcing something that you really want, that you are really hoping for, as her optimism onto her, like that's something that's needed, like that's something that she has to have. And media and Vicky do that enough already. It's an ideology that is, you have to have a relationship, you have to be constantly shown love and affection by somebody else in order to feel like you're enough, and that's not true. Honestly, you want the glorified version of a relationship that's perfect all the time, and that's not even the real thing. And don't think that Naya's human side, that flesh side, wanting physical intimacy is not a part of that either. At a base level, God can endorse such a good desire, something that's pure from the beginning, but you're turning it envious, and this is all just self-pity. You're not being happy for the friends and family and for the strangers that you see who have something that you want, and that's a horrible place to be. You're making romance an idol, and it's overtaking our girl. So drop the sob story and enjoy life with that hopefulness. You are literally Sanaya's optimism. So instead of being worried about what you don't have, instead of being overwhelmed with the thoughts of who we don't have around and how we are sometimes, yes, by ourselves a lot, be excited by the fact that there's hope for a future, something that we don't know and that we haven't seen yet. Stop making it a sob story. Suck it up. Honestly, I'm tired of seeing Naya like this. I agree with Rocks, but I wouldn't have said it as harsh. The truth is, it is all in God's timing and His plan. Honestly, there are plenty of people in the Bible that God gave a husband or wife to, and there's plenty of people where He didn't. It's not for us to say whether or not Naya gets to be in a relationship, when all we should be focused on is Naya being used by God. That should be first and foremost on our mind. Now, if God plans to put someone in her life, then we can be happy for her then and give good thoughts towards that. But until then, all we can have is your optimism, your hope for it in a healthy way. Because honestly, God will do what He wants. And if He wants to have her be super impactful and have her be a vessel for God to change lives with somebody, then that's what it'll be. And if He has her to do all of that and more by herself, then we have to be okay with that. So while yes, it's great for you to hope that one day she'll be lovey-dovey with somebody, or even that she has more friends to be around her and just swaddle her in a group hug the way that you would like to be. Valentine's Day or any other day is not a day to be for that to take up our livelihood. We got a long way to go before we're ready for that kind of a thing. And Naya has a lot of healing she still needs to do. So give her a little grace. Help her to be patient. You are her optimism. Be optimistic. Not overbearing, but optimistic. We are what goes on in Naya's head. So the more that we feel overwhelmed by an emotion, the more she's going to feel overwhelmed by an emotion. We have to make good use of the time that we have while she's single. That's what Paul says. To bring somebody else into something that's not complete yet is a whole different ballgame. Naya still has a lot of healing to do. She still has a lot of forgiveness things that she needs to do. She still has a lot of confidence and insecurity issues. And to bring somebody else into that probably wouldn't be the best for her right now. There's freedom she hasn't tapped into and authority that she has not used to the full extent that God has for her. So don't listen to what Vicky says. Don't listen to what the social media and everything says. Be hopeful, but do it in moderation. To dwell on a simple thing like relationships, while fantastical, is not always beneficial. She has a purpose on this earth that's outside of a boy. And while it's hard for you sometimes, being her purest form of optimism and hope is not something you should think about all the time, because then she'll think about it all the time. She is loved, she is cared for. So are all of us. So there's really not much that we're missing out on. when you think about it that way, it becomes a lot easier to digest. We'll be here for you when you're ready. Please get ready soon, because Naya definitely has some stuff to do. I guess I understand now that Valentine's Day is just a day. And we are loved by some very great people. Sorry I made Naya go all crazy by taking that for granted. And I'll get up. She is not looking too good. And she actually had a good Valentine's Day, so who am I to complain? God loves us. People around us love us, and that's what matters. Thank you for reminding me of that, you guys. All right, let's get the day started.